Welcome back everyone to another episode on the Cornerstone SMP. In between episodes I've just been working on the bees. I've been breeding them up and I have built these two kind of small modules for bee farms, and you can see the first one is already running. The tutorial for these you can find in the description. It's super quick and super simple to follow, so I really recommend that. So this one you see has shears in all the dispensers, so it's giving us honeycomb. And it's only 5 beehives, so it's not like crazy at all. But I'll just let them sit for a bit and, you know, build up the output, and I'll just see if it ends up being enough for what I need, or if I just build another one of these. And then this one is going to be for the honey. So we have glass bottles in all of the dispensers. And I'm just waiting on a couple more bees so that I can have the 5 full beehives and put them in there and get this running too. They are sitting just above the little bee house, just above my base, but off to the side, which I think is super cute. You know, you fill up the mountain a bit more. I was thinking about putting them inside the hobbit hole, but I just think it's nice to have more things on the outside that you can see when you come to Hobbiton. So I'm gonna be working on making a nicer pathway up there. But first, I really need to make the bee farm itself look a bit nicer. I noticed a couple things. A couple of the honeycombs falling off. There was one that was here in the corner of the farm and didn't get picked up by the hoppers, and then one was over here on the side of this one, so I need to make sure to have some stairs or something here above the chest. I don't know about that, the one that was over here. If that only happens super rarely, I don't really care. If it happens more often, maybe I'll put a minecart, hopper minecart or something underneath. I'm thinking I'll put down some of these logs, and then I want to have just a cute little roof, hobbit style roof. Oh, now that it turns nighttime, let's try to get that last beehive as well. Just need to make sure that it has 3 bees in it, you know, so I know these are all full, and then now that it turns nighttime, you know, they're all gonna go inside soon, hopefully. And if ones stay left over, that means all things are full, right? So, I mean, it's looking pretty good now that 5 is still out here. It's probably full with 3 bees already. Yeah, let's grab that and go to sleep. Now I can put all of these in here and get the second farm running too. Yeah, I want this to be a bit more slanted, I think is the right word. So not a circular one, if that's what you were thinking again. To not make it too boring over here. But still, you know, in the kind of medieval, cozy, hobbity style. How does that look? Yeah, I think that's a good shape. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good together. So we have dark oak kinda as the rim over here, and then this is spruce, right? What if we do 1 dark oak and 1 spruce here as well? Let's see how that looks. I mean, I do like it, how it's, you know, different wood colors for the 2 roofs. But it does kinda disappear the dirt mountain a bit, doesn't it? Maybe I'll go with dark oak again, and then we could have the rest of the roof be different. Like one could be brick and one could be spruce, for example, to give it some variation in that way. Because I do not like how that just disappears and has no contrast with the backdrop of the mountain. And then I would just have this outer rim moved back here. Over here as well. Okay, so it took me a second to figure these out because I wanted them to be compact since they're such small farms. Not too complicated, but still want to have access to everything that I need access to, right? So they do have 2 different roof colors, but just a slight difference. I have jungle here and then spruce there. I think that works pretty good. And then I had a little bit of pop of turquoise here with the warped wood on both of the cottages. And so you can access the chest here. This one through an extra door, which also makes it a little bit safer if you do have to go in here. This one is just out in the open for the honey. And then you can, there's always a little trap door here in the roof so that I can access the dispensers. Which is not the prettiest solution, but it's a solution. So that's good enough to me. I found a dog. I've been really wanting to get one. They all look different now, and you can get armor for them. It's very exciting. And I was smart enough to just carry Bones on me at all times. I'm gonna take you home. I'll give you a blue color. My favorite color. Oh, that looks so cute. Kind of, you know, part of me definitely wants to collect all the different dogs that exist now, but I don't even know how many they are. But, you know, I've got 2 years time, so maybe. So, even though I had my honey farms all set up, I was planning on waiting at least a few days with building the shop for it, just to let stock build up. But then this happened.
You want to see my bees?
Are you getting into the bee business as well?
Oh, you can say that.
Do you have a ton more than I do?
Oh, you could say that.
Alright, let me see.
That's what I borrowed. I bred some of your bees and took the babies.
Ah, okay. And then you're gonna open a shop in the shopping district and try to steal my diamonds?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh. All of those are descendants of my bees?
Yeah. It started with 3.
Huh.
Actually, that's a lie. I think I took 5. Because 2
Well,
of them died.
Just to make it a little more interesting, I will say my shop it has a special twist to it. Or will have when it starts existing. So do with that what you will, you know?
Sounds good.
I do have a lot less bees than you though.
What is the entity level for the server before it becomes too much?
I don't know. So far it seems good though, so you should keep going.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we'll see each other at the end of a bee war.
The bee war.
Bye! What Level doesn't know is that my shop is not just going to be a honey shop, but also a copper shop. Because of all the new copper variants and the new update, I feel like it's actually super useful to have both items in the same place. You know, provide the customer with more options. And I was originally planning on waiting at least a couple days building this shop, you know, to have stock pile up. But after having that conversation with Level, I scrambled and started building immediately.
Is that such a derpy chicken?
Are you making a chicken inside the egg?
I think it's just derpy because the angle.
It's because it's chunky.
It's just still from this
Some
angle.
kind of dip. That's not bad. Oh gosh. I feel like that's not bad though. Like this. Oh. It's got a big chin. I still think, yeah, like that is the best. And then just make the eyes full blocks. So I am selling honey blocks, honey bottles, the honeycomb blocks, and honeycomb. And the shop has been up for about a day now, and no one's bought any honey yet, but let's look at the copper section. We have made some sales here. And currently in stock I have the copper blocks and copper ingots. Actually, let me take those diamonds. And then added today is also the copper bulb. So yeah, that's the first shop of the season. Happened a lot quicker than I thought it would, but it's pretty exciting. And this is, you know, like our beginning inventory. Might change. I feel like I want to build from it, add more to it. But for the beginning, it'll do. And when it comes to competition, we will just have to see. how it plays out. That's my first move. So yeah, we're in the jungle. The jungle biome is where our shopping district is at. So people have been talking about ideas, you know, like having tree houses and things like that, which I really liked. But I really wanted to have a water elevator go up to the tree house. And, you know, the vanilla 2x2 trees don't really allow you to do that. So I took that as motivation to build another custom tree. It's always good to practice those. I incorporated copper, of course. You can see a little bit in the ceiling. You probably see it better if you actually fly in, which I am not going to do for a little bit. But you also see the copper bulb hanging there. And then, you know, it's just the jungle wood and leaves and vines to blend in well with the biome. And just a little cottage sitting in there. I think it looks super cute, and off to the side to make sure people know it's actually a honey shop as well. We've got the big honey bottle dripping out the comb and the honey. I am pretty happy with it. Let me know what you think. We also have a little... I added a pond in the front because the only way to leave is to jump out the window. So people, including myself, have just been proving that we all suck at dropper. And we'll just keep breaking our ankles here. But it's okay, it's not that big of a drop. And the honey can catch you a little bit too. So hopefully that's not too annoying. Now that I have some diamonds to spend, you saw some clips of it before, but Matt also built 2 shops here in the shopping district called Pod and Egg. He's actually been very productive these last few days. I mean, you know, like there's another really cool building popping up here, which I'm not sure yet what that is. I think Mac's building that, which looks incredible. And I'm super happy that things are progressing so fast, but it's definitely, you know, half of the shops so far are built by Matt. The pod shop, you know, he sells the big pods, the small pods, clay and shards and things like that. But then his newest thing, his newest contribution is egg. You kind of get bumped up here, and then I'll just read this to you. Hello, welcome to Egg, where all of your debts can be paid off in a matter of seconds. Let me ask you one thing, are you tired of not having as many diamonds as your friends? If the answer is yes, then this is the place for you. The rules are simple, put a diamond in the chest, and if a chicken spawns from the egg it shoots out, you win 4 diamonds. That is right, you can turn your lousy 1 diamond into 4, and on and on. Finally, you won't be the poorest one in the group. After all, no one likes poor friends. Yeah, this is accurate. And since I have 4 diamonds, I think I'm gonna try to spend all of them. Unless I, you know, really quickly make some winnings, so maybe... Oh, we'll see. I just think, you know, I have 4 chances then, and if at the last chance I get the winning number, I get the dying chicken baby, then I'll at least have made my money back, so... But after 4 I'm stopping. Oh my gosh. Well... You saw it here, you can quadruple your money at Egg. Everyone should come visit. I mean, I had a great time. I might come back. I probably will. I definitely will. I'm trying to advertise for Matt because I promised I would and people just don't believe me. But you guys saw it happen, you know it's true. Even though the honey and copper shop is my first shop this season, that is not where my earnings stop, because if you remember from last episode, I did build a spider farm. And access to the loot is 1 diamond block, access to XP use is 1 diamond block. And people have been paying. It's pretty awesome. Feels pretty good to be the richest hobbit, to be honest. So, what do we have in earnings now? Yeah, over a stack of diamonds. That's pretty awesome. Next up, I'm going to build another tree, the second one today. I'm in the process of just doing smaller detail work around the base right now. For example, I fixed up this path right here. I added in a bit more decorational vegetation, like the berry bushes and the rose bushes over here. And in line with that, I kind of like the idea of a more, you know, aged, overgrown hobbit hole. And that would also help make this feel like it's even more part of the terrain, the surroundings, if we have some vegetation on top of it, on top of the roof. So I want to build a tree that's kind of grown out of the dirt back there, but also just is resting its weight on the roof now of the hobbit hole. Maybe some roots hanging over on the side. And I'm gonna use spruce logs and jungle leaves for that, because that's what I have on hand. We'll just have to see if it turns out looking good together. I feel like that looks pretty neat. I like it. You can also see how the biome changes a bit from the leaf color. It's kind of cool. It's like a multicolored tree. I want to add some details into it. I think some roots hanging down from here would be really cool. And then maybe also some lanterns in the canopy. So I'll add these here on the stems. And maybe we could even... Would that look good? Like you could imagine them growing through the roof a little bit even. Oh yeah, I think that's good. It's definitely a very different color, right? But I feel like it still works. Okay, let's add in the lanterns. I'll try to just hang them off the branches. Or the wood where it peeks out between the leaves. I feel like that's the most natural. Oh yeah, look at that! I think that's pretty. I think that will be super pretty at nighttime as well. But yeah, that definitely helps just add more of that fantasy magic to it that we know from the Lord of the Rings movies, but also just helps it become more part of the scenery by adding in some organic nature shapes like that. And I love trees like this in real life that seem to grow in places that they should not be able to grow. It always amazes me when you see a tree just growing out of a rock, or even sometimes you see it on old roofs like this, just a bunch of nature taking over. So over here is a little theater, the J2 built. It's just off the shopping district, as you can see over there. And it's meant to be a spot to celebrate Independence Day on the server together, which should be interesting. And he's basically asked for people to build a couple mini games around here. And I had an idea for one, so right now I'm clearing out, or trying to clear out, an 11 by 11 area for it over here. We'll definitely have to do a little bit of terraforming. And I am not following any tutorials this time for this minigame, it's all from my brain, but I'm sure that ones like it, or I mean at least very similar to it, have been made before, and you might have even seen them before. It's kind of a dropper style game. I'm not sure if dropper is the right word, but I'll show you what it is as I go along building it, and then also, you know, of course, show us testing it. I have tested it in creative by myself, but it is meant to be played by like 2 to 4 players, so that will definitely have to happen before I declare it open for use. But it's pretty simple, so I feel like we should be fine. So this is going to be the playing field, but then I do need some more space off to the sides. So our playing field is 2 blocks deep, and I'm leaving out the bottom layer empty for now. You'll see why in a sec. But the second layer is just gonna be filled with string. It's always kind of tricky to tell if you hit all the spots, but I think I did. The corners are empty right now because, you can probably guess, the floor is going to be filled with lava. But I will need a bunch more than these 5 buckets, I've realized. So I'll use these for now, and then I need to head back to the base to grab a bunch more. I'm gonna put all my stuff in a chest for a sec, because this is a bit scary. Oh gosh, okay. So it looks like I need 4 more, and I brought 3 more. So it's another trip to the hobbit hole for me. That's okay. Gonna lose all the scaffolding. But before I get that last bucket of lava, I'm just gonna build up the rest of the game already, since I have all the other things here. So basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have a tower here and another tower over there that people can jump off of. And then I'll have beds on each side for the players. So I'm gonna go to the center of the side and then have a 2-block gap. And this is where people can ladder up. I'm gonna make it 9 blocks high, I think. And then we will have a platform here. Here we go, so it's a small circle shape like that. And just for decoration, I'm gonna put a roof on it as well. There we go, roof is done as well. Now I need to make sure to go down without... I guess I'll just take fall damage. So that's 1 jumping tower, and now I'll just... Actually, maybe It looks so funny because it's just this really slim little stick and then kind of a heavy box on top. So maybe I'll put down some stairs here at the side to have it look a bit more supported. Still looks a little funny, but that's okay. But now I'm basically gonna just repeat the same thing over on the other side. Ready?
All right. I need to I need to watch somebody do it first before I can actually try it.
Oh, I mean, I can try to do it
We all
once,
go at the
but
same time.
I'm not gonna promise it's gonna work. But yeah,
Just
you
as you
try to
jump
jump
down.
off and then
You place your
failed.
block.
yeah, but
That's it.
basically yeah. And once you're in the water, you know you're done. You have to go back up again. You can't just swim up and place it
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, does it go that high? Oh, okay.
Man, this is hard.
Okay.
This is really hard.
I can
Yeah,
place them sideways, but not underneath me. So I
What's
can't
the-
land on the block if I put it down.
What's the technique? Like spam or?
yeah, just spam right
Oh.
click.
I did it.
Nice.
Okay.
But
Uh-huh.
whoops.
I can't do it.
maybe you'll practice a bit until later.
Uh,
I think
Pretty
my
easy
first
after
one
the
was
first
dodgy,
time.
but...
I've got 3 in a row.
you say that. Red's about to get shut out.
Oh, no.
I am on 3 hearts now.
I'm on 1.
I'm on half a heart
Oh,
now.
wow.
For the win!
Dang,
Oh.
dude.
Woohoo!
Oh, I won.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That was my winning block.
Thanks for the XP.
that was your winning
Oh.
block. You got it.
Yeah.
Ah, blue wins. Hey, I got one after the game ended.
Yeah, and then the kind of annoying thing is getting
So-
rid of the wool blocks again. I
Nice.
need to get some shears or something for that. But do you guys think it's pretty good? Like 5 numbers?
This is good.
5 blocks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a great game.
That was awesome. I like that.
So you probably noticed in that clip of us playing the game, I ended up changing it a bit. We tried it with the lava and that was pretty fun, but kind of ended up realizing that you don't really need lava. And if you use water instead, you just die a lot less, which is kind of nice. You can still die from fall damage and people hitting you. You know, as you saw, I died on the last block, but not every time you miss, which is nice. Yeah, so I made it a couple blocks deep so you fall properly into the water and then you can just leave on each side with the ladder. But yeah, pretty fun. And I'm excited to play it again when we do our Independence Day celebration next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one and I hope you have a good day. Bye. Someone keeps messing with my map.
Yeah, who's doing that?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow.
Nice map, though.
Oh, you got the shopping
Stop.
list? Wow, J2. Wow.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
I had nowhere to go.
I killed myself.
That's dark.